829 2929.
Introducing a reform in any system is not an easy task, as a change is always resisted by a large number of people who see the status quo as the only acceptable position. If we analyze the history of electoral reforms throughout the world, it was not easy to bring reforms in any electoral system in any democracies. There may be political turmoil for some time, but when seen in larger interest and to achieve the end results, it is a must. A very fine and cheerful good afternoon to one and all present over here, honorable jury, respected teachers, dignitaries, and my dear fellow participants. I am honored to have this opportunity of sharing my views against the most sensational topic, one nation, one election, more a myth, less a reality, before this August forum. A highly polarizing issue is gaining speed. One nation, one election, which refers the concurrent conduct of elections for Lok Sabha, state assemblies, local bodies simultaneously once in every 5 years. Simultaneous elections for Lok Sabha, state assemblies, and local bodies is not a newly conceived norm. Rather, the first 4 consecutive elections were held simultaneously. But the cycle broke due to the premature dissolution of some legislative assemblies, after which Lok Sabha also dissolved in 1970. Though the recommendations for simultaneous elections have been initiated by several agencies and institutions after experiencing the adverse effect of asynchronous election, most importantly, the recommendation of Covens panel has become an addendum for the implementation of one nation, one election, which I personally favor the most. Now let me throw some lights. Why do I personally favor this concept? Conducting election is a costly affair involving extensive logistical arrangements, security, and administration. It would be more clear if we take the example of general elections 2024, which costs a record-breaking expenditure of 1,35,000 crore rupees of government exchequer. But by holding simultaneous elections is cost-effective for the government to save taxpayers' money and enhance fiscal balance that could be utilized in other developmental projects. Election years often see a slowdown in governance as parties focus on election campaignings and government machineries keep themselves busy in election preparedness work. Frequent visit of PM and CMs of other states to Odisha and other states during general elections as star campaigners envisage the situation of non-discharge of their primary duties assigned to them by the people. On the contrary, simultaneous elections would ensure the inactivity period minimized and focus on more consistent governance. Frequent elections lead to repeated disruption in regular public life due to the enforcement of Model Code of Conduct, which puts a halt on developmental projects and government initiatives. Simultaneous elections would avoid these disruptions in the process of delivery of essential services to the public life. Yes, again, the voters' fatigue is a real phenomenon. Voters' fatigue is a real phenomenon. With simultaneous elections, it will be less and ensure high participation due to the novelty and importance of the event, encouraging for greater democratic participation. Apart from this favorable arguments, some positive changes like political consensus amendments, constitutional amendments, infrastructure and technological readiness, alignment of electoral cycles, and most importantly, voters' awareness campaign must be done to make this concept more a reality than a myth. Now, at last, this concept will be a positive change if done with meticulous planning and attention to the increasing need of qualified administrative staff and enhanced security measures. Thank you all. Jai Hind.